Good morning. You may have been seeing me in some of the videos in the last few weeks. Some of you may know me and many of you may not. Who do not know me might be wondering, who is this guy talking about various things? What are the credentials that he has? My name is Kandada V. Sukumar. Whatever I have shared and whatever I am going to share in future are based on the 40 years plus experience that I have had in various multinationals, in various roles and functions. In the later part of the career, I have chosen the training space as my interest, and I find it is quite interesting. We are in the series of sharing some of the reflections of mine, my perspective that I had been doing during the quarantine period. So that is why it is called Contemplations in Quarantine. The Q is deliberate, not a spelling mistake, because Q and Q connects. I am sure that this will help some of the youngsters, the younger generations to some extent. So we will go through some more series. Here we go. Good morning. Welcome to one more session on reflections of mine during the quarantine. We are now currently discussing on the aspects of people. We said 7. We are on the 4th one, which is about stimuli and the response and the gap between that. How do we raise a stimuli, and how do we respond to a stimuli? I am sure some of you would have practiced in the closer circle consciously. Not that we are not doing earlier. We are going to doing it consciously. If you have not done, please go ahead and practice it consciously. So it gives you a better effect. So last time when we discussed, I was discussing the reaction. If it is not appropriate, it might have a problem. We shared, I discussed about the Sunil Gavaskar episode. Any adverse reaction will give an adverse impact. So let us see one more small clip which will give you better clarity. So here we go.
The last exchanges with Patsy Sloomy, words are exchanged between the France captain and Marco Materazzi. Whatever is said, Zidane's reaction is extreme.
So you have seen this video. Now everything is clear. What is the deadly effect it had? The match was lost, World Cup final. So that is the impact. So we should be very, very careful in responding to a stimuli. That stimuli could be bad, but our reaction can be controlled. And also, how do we raise a stimuli? By a good thought process. Before we act, we think and then act. We are going to discuss the next aspect. We are going to move to the next aspect. How do we move into that? How does this stimuli gap discussion lead to the next one? And everything we had been connecting, 7 aspects. So this also connects. When we use the space between the stimuli and response effectively, people start accepting you more and more. That's how the network is built. Now the question is, why a network? And what is it about? In the first day when we started discussing the people, we said we cannot do anything without the people around us, including the hermit. So we have to do a lot of things on a day-to-day basis. In a career, in the office, we have to do a lot of daily routine work. And we also have to grow in the career as well as the life. So what is a network? There are many ways of looking at the network. I am going to share a perspective that I have developed using the inputs given by Linda A. Hill, a professor in Harvard Business School. So the three network Linda A. Hill prescribes are going to be the center of my reflections. Number one, operational network. Number two, developmental network. The third one is strategic network. So what are the differences and how do we use this? Operational network is for the completion of tasks on a day-to-day basis, on a personal aspect as well as a professional aspect. So people have to give a lot of information, share information, help you to do this. So that network will help. And that help must be done willingly because of the effective use of the space that you had been displaying. Number two, developmental network. Before getting to that, the operational network consists of all the people who are in the near proximity of ours, with whom we interact on a daily basis. Now, developmental network. We need to progress in the career. We need a lot of inputs. People have to give us genuine feedback and guide us in the right path. Who are these people? They may not be on a day-to-day interactive basis, but frequently, fairly frequently, they will be interacting because of the bond that you have developed. These are the people who will offer a shoulder to lean on and can be trusted with whatever confidential information you share with them. So we said the genuinely good people, and such people are genuinely good. They will do whatever it is in the good interest of yours. This is a developmental network. The third one is the strategic network. The strategic network is for the future. There are two things that will help us here. Number one is, we talked about the change. In the change discussion, we talked about anticipating a change. This strategic network will help us in getting the future scenario. Number two important point that I would like to add here is, everybody is somebody. So we cannot dismiss everyone. So everyone has some kind of a value that they can add, whichever remote corner of the world they are, and you can be in touch with them. So he could be the uncle of my wife's brother's sister-in-law, but he is holding a very high position in the defense sector and posted somewhere in Bangalore, and he can help me with a lot of information that is happening around. Who are these people? They are not the people who are on a day-to-day touch basis, not even fairly frequent, but once in a while. They are at a distance. They are within your world, but they are sitting at the horizon, that periphery. And by that, they will be able to see the other world and give you input what is happening everywhere. So it is important that you be in touch with these people as well. That means network, we'll have to create a network and stay in the network. Maybe once in a while send greetings, share some good news, WhatsApp, so know the well-being, one phone call, one message. There must be always a live connections going on between you. Now this strategic network and other network as well demands all the four aspects that we discussed in the people dimension. Being genuinely good will help you to build the good network. Adding value says they see you as a team player, wanting to share a lot of things with other people for the development. It's a good reason to be networking with you. The third one is you always try to understand that behavior, earn that respect. And whenever you react to a stimuli in a measured way, with a thought process behind that, you earn that respect, they value that. That also enhances the network capability. Now you can see the dots getting connected. So everything has got an interlink. As I said, the dots are the same dots. How do you connect those dots? Is your imagination. So much for network. Network is an important one and you must stay in that. The next two dimensions. The fifth was network and we have two more. Next one is share, share, share. That's what I mentioned. So share what? Share knowledge, share information, share your skills, share your personal information. All these things are received well by the other people as well. What are the benefits out of this sharing? Number one, it enables people to see you as you are. And they will be able to see the triggers that are initiating the behavior that you are displaying in front of them, because you have shared a lot of inside of you. Number two, value addition. By sharing, you are adding value. As you share, they give also. We said, giving always gets you receiving as well. You also getting a value addition. Number three, sharing. So number three, it helps building a trust, because people will see the goodness. Though we don't need that they should understand us, but it helps us. They see the goodness and they want to be networking with you. And when your usage of the space between the stimuli and response yields that respect. Lastly, others facilitate the networking. So this sharing also has a connection to the networking. The more you share, more people will stay in your network. There are quite a number of examples you would have experienced because of the network, what kind of a benefit that you got. I personally experienced a lot. I have got benefit from a person whom I have not met in the life at all, because he had something to repay to someone else. He was obliged to do something. That somebody helped me to connect with this guy, and he did what I wanted to accomplish. First time I met him, probably that's the last time also in some cases. Because of the other reasons, that's the one time. So likewise, we also would have got a lot of experience. The last one, we talked about the organs that the God has given to us. The emotional organs, I normally call them as the eyes, the ear and the tongue. The eyes are very important, because when you listen not only with your ears but also through your eyes. The eyes gives a lot of hidden messages that is coming out of the verbal one. The second one is ears. You must listen well, and for which we said you must be silent. Use of that ears is very, very important. You normally know the cliche, God has given 2 ears and 1 mouth, so it must be double than what you speak, as simple as that. Number 3 is the tongue. Tongue is the toughest, the strongest muscle in the body, but it can wreak havoc. We have known history. Whenever the word was spoken wrongly, it had created havoc. I don't have to give examples, all of you know the various examples. There are 3 things which will never come back. One is the time, The next one is bullet fired or arrow driven out. And the third one is the word that is spoken out. So you must think before you utter a word. One of the famous quote of Mahatma Gandhi is, he normally used to write, not a single word will escape my tongue or my pen without giving a considerable thought to it. Of course, he is Mahatma, but we can learn out of that and practice that. So the emotional organs also are very, very important. So we have given a dimension to the people with the 7 aspects. There are plenty. We can go and explore. Limitless. So we will limit only to this, and we will move on to the next aspect of life around. Now, what is that we are going to discuss in the next session? Your guess is as good as mine. There are so many things in the mind. We can talk about innovation. We can talk about music. We can talk about talent development. So many things are there. So what I'm going to discuss in the next session. Keep guessing. Have a nice day. Till then, bye.